Generic greetings and welcome to Against the Storm. Today's beverage is a very refreshing apple and elderflower juice drink, very hydrating indeed. So welcome to Against the Storm. This is a roguelike city builder that I really wish I'd got into sooner. I don't think it's an exaggeration to state that out of all of the games that I've had recommended to me throughout the years, at one point this was at the top of the list. People are saying, hey, it's got roguelike elements, it's a city builder, it's got familiar things that we all know and love, but also feels diverse and fresh and is overwhelmingly positive reviews, and all of the formal review sites, websites or magazines, whatever, all of the outlets are rating it highly, so you should give it a go. So I did, and I hated it. I just didn't get it. I did not get it at all. I bounced off it on the multiple occasions that I tried it in early access. However, over the course of the break I took at Christmas, I made a noted effort to try and learn the game. And I hated it for the first hour, and the second hour, and then the fifth hour. And then something sort of clicked, and I went, oh yeah, I'm sort of getting it now. And, well, I've played probably close to 20 hours. I'm not saying I know what I'm doing, but I'm enjoying doing it. So, yeah, this is Against the Storm, and we're going to play a bit of a game here. This is, well, if you've seen the game before, you know what you're in for. If you haven't seen it, then I'm not going to have this as a tutorial, because the tutorial in the game, well, put it this way, I played the last tutorial about 15 hours in. It does take a while to get into it, but basically, you have your seasons. It rains and it pours, and as that goes up, you've got this hostility meter. It's going to increase how your people feel about the place. You win in this scenario by getting the reputation up to the max level. You lose by everybody leaving or the Queen's impatience getting to full as well. You will gather resources. You will explore these glades, which in this particular one, they're all forbidden or dangerous, I think, or are they just all forbidden? They're all forbidden. Yeah, let's go over to here. Our conditions for this scenario: we have forbidden lands. Only forbidden glades can be found in this region. A gift of the woodlands, sorry. The royal woodlands are very lush and rich in timber. Trees give more wood, and we have settlers' luck. Villages have a 35% chance of not consuming food during a break. Natural resources from trees are wood, resin, plant fibre, and eggs. We also have other natural resources such as clay, plant fibre, berries, mushrooms, roots, vegetables, meat, sea marrow, and eggs. This is on the easiest difficulty, Settler, I believe, mainly for time, because the games can run easily over an hour. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it can run quite long. And I want to keep it short. If you want to see more, then on high difficulties, then let me know. And obviously, depending on how we get on in this video and how many people enjoy it, we can do a follow-up one. And as always, tips, comments, suggestions in the comment section, because I probably have no idea what I'm doing. So first things first, I'm going to run a couple of these roads down here. I'm noticing we've got a couple of natural resources. We've got some flax field that provides plant fibre and a 25% chance of clay and a 20% of insects. We've got some wood here, sorry, some drizzlewing nests, which is eggs and 20% chance of meat. All of the woodland here will provide wood and an additional 100% chance of more wood, so we get double wood. 50% chance for resin, 10% fibre, 5% eggs. What I want to do is see what buildings we've got to unlock. These will give us many things. That's a kiln, which gives us the ability to make coal, make smoked meat, well, jerky, and a better way to do brick. There's a brickyard, there's a leather worker, and an alchemist's hut. Leather worker, interesting. Our population, by the way, is 5 beavers and 6 harpies. Beavers are good at cutting down trees and mechanical tasks. The harpies are good at alchemy, and they also work with cloth. So I think we're going to go with maybe the leather worker. Let's pick that. What's the next one? We've got a ranch, we've got a small farm, a herb garden, and a weaver. Ooh, I'm not going to bother with the weaver. But this is where it's like, oh, well, should you? Vegetables and grain. Whereas, can we get roots and herbs on this one? Let me just double check again. It is vegetables, roots, but no herbs. Vegetables and roots. Vegetables and grain, or roots and herbs. Okay, so we want... And there's only one of 1 star of each. I could re-roll it. Just going to double check that. Vegetables, roots. I thought you always got herbs, but apparently not. So we got vegetables and roots on the map. So I don't think it really matters. Let's go with... we'll go with a small farm. And we've got clother, which you can make clothes, which is good for the harpies. A rain mill, which is pretty good. Smelter, which is really good. And a lumber mill, which would also help us out too. We're going to go with that. Okay, again, don't know if that's the right choice, but that's what we've gone with. So, first things first, woodcutter camps. 1 there, and then 1 over here. And I want to start gathering those eggs. So we're going to go with 1 of these, and then on pause. So, we burn wood to keep the ancient hearth lit. And when it gets really, really rainy, because it's always raining, you are against the storm after all, that'll increase the, start decreasing the resolve of these people. When you reach a certain threshold, they become inspired and such, and there's so much to explain. I'm not even going to attempt to explain even 10% of it. But the main takeaway is that we are going to get the woodcutters up and running. And there we go, we've got these buildings. We need to supply them with 1, 2, 3 workers over there, 1, 2 workers there, and then over here 1, 2, and we could put a harpy on there, but I'm going to leave them actually no, we will. So they're going to gather wood, they're going to gather stuff down there. We've got a couple of people left. I'm going to spend my time with building some benches back here, and in front of the house some barrels. These will come into play later on. You have levels for your hearth, and the way you get that is by having housing and decorations and such. So I'm just building it at a point where we can hopefully just have a nice place around here. What have we got? We've got a cornerstone, crowded caravan. Each newcomer group has 2 additional villages. Spices, herb and root production is increased by 1 for every 75 biscuits. Don't have that. And hidden reward. Gain 1 ancient tablet for every 2 completed glade events. The bonus is added retroactively. Expected gain 0. Progress 0 of 2. I guess we're going to say extra villages. And we've also got some orders here. So, sell 10 ambers worth of trade goods. Gives us the Queen's Grace, which is, this is how you win, by getting this up to the top level. And... ooh, that one gives us a box of tools. Let's pick that one. And, supply 25 wood. That's easy enough done. We can probably do that in a moment. And this one is complete a glade event, which is going to give us jerky. I don't know who eats jerky, actually. I don't think any of our citizens eat jerky, do they? Oh yeah, harpies do. Okay, fine. Unpause. Let's crack on. How many people do we have idle? 2 people idle. We do have the option to make a beaver house. But at this stage, we're just going to make 1, 2, 3, 4 houses. On top of that, I want to make a makeshift workshop, makeshift post here. Just start producing some stuff. Wood delivery, we can already do that. Let's deliver that. That's going to increase our Queen's Grace, and that gives us another building, which is going to be a scribe, smokehouse, cooperage, or an apothecary. Well, all of them are good. All of them are very good. I'm going to go with the cooperage, I think. We can create barrels. Crystallized dew. Can we can't create that. Don't know how we've got that many then. But we can make coats and some tea. Used for treatment at bathhouse, tea doctor, market. I don't think that's really much of a point. Can you just consume it as standard? Oh, we've got another person. That's a lizard. So actually then, lizards, you can go and work there, because lizards love working at the trappers camp. Right, where was I? Can we not drink tea? Oh, it just says treatment. Okay, I think we're going to go with Smokehouse would be good. Pots. I think we're going to go with a smokehouse. You could sit on it and take it later on if you really wanted to. What I'm going to do is tell these guys to cut around. Oh, it doesn't matter. Too late. Right. So, we have these glade events, and these are all forbidden glades, which means they're always going to have something that's going to mess you up. In this particular case, we have a giant stormbird's nest. A forbidden glade event. If we don't do anything, then we're going to have 1 impatience point. Down the bottom, yes. And also loads of penalties. So we can either feed it, and no, we don't even have anything it likes. We have some of it, or we can tame it. If we feed it, we gain loads of stuff, actually, which is really good. However, if we tame it, which is corruption, it says, disturbing the stormbird's nest will instantly summon a storm, which will continue until the scouts have finished working on the event. And villagers have a -4 penalty to their resolve for each hostility level. And the hostility level is 0. And if we tame it, we gain a tamed stormbird and +1 Queen's Grey. Oh, we're going to tame it. Get the harpies on it. They're probably the tastiest of all. So I'm going to press this button and we're going to have a storm. Yep, there's the storm. But out of all the times to do it, probably now is it. We've also found a tea doctor, which we can either rebuild or we can salvage it. I'll probably salvage it early. And then a couple of these large abandoned caches, which I could send to the Citadel, or I could nick it. This one provides crystallized stuff, pies, pigments, and herbs. This one provides extra pottery wheel bonuses, oil vessel, barrels of wine, and jerky. Who has jerky again? I know lizards have jerky. Who has pies? Everyone likes pie. Well, I'm going to break open this cache. We could send it, but quite frankly, I want pie. Investigate. And this will be at a glaive event, actually, so we're going to be doing this order. How we're doing. 1 minute 30 left. We can see the resolve on the left-hand side for our different species here, our citizens. But it's not. It's 611. So if it goes underneath, they start to become unimpressed with your rule, and then basically they just go away. No one can build at the moment because we're too busy doing other things. These guys are just going to be sort of cutting this wood here. Cutting it will increase hostility of the forest. You can see all of the modifiers there that I won't even attempt to go through, but yeah, it's a thing, put it that way. I don't know whether we keep the tea doctor or not. One of the main things I've not yet got down is the whole economy, because you've got your basics and then it goes up from there. So like the basics are things that you gather from here, like eggs or meat or wood. And then after that you then produce stuff, and then it goes further and further and further. Anyway, we have the ability to deliver that clearing glades, and we have another pop-up for a lot of things, actually. Rumour has it that your settlement is one of the wealthiest in the realm. Newcomers will arrive 15% quicker. If you leave rainwater for a while, it will begin to release a pleasant and warm vapour. Food production speed is increased by 10% for every 50 units of drizzle water stored. We don't have any stored drizzle water. Family gratitude. Relatives of your villagers send gifts. Get 40 water skins for every full reputation point obtained through high resolve, which is up here. I'm going to go with maybe cooking steam, or do I re-roll it? I'll pick that now. We've got a couple of upgrades that we can get. Press, grill, smelter, and provisioner. All of them are decent, actually. The smelter might be nice. We're going to pick a smelter up. And we're going to go with the trapper's camp, so it's a slightly bigger version. So we'll do that. Okay. We also have some new people, so I'm just going to go through and move people over where necessary. And we have some more people here. 8. If we send 8 tools, we gain 30 amber, and amber's your generic units of currency, by the way. And another extra Queen's Grace. We have not got any. Do we not have any? Really? No. So we can't do that. Well, I'm guessing I'm gonna do nothing. Fine. Unpause. let the game crack on. How are we doing for our level ups? We are currently on half level of nothing. However, we're now building houses, and people should hopefully be excited about that. We've already got the decorations. We're building up the population, and there we go. We're on to level 1 already. To get level 2, we need additional population and decorations. However, is this a decoration? Tamed Stormbird. We can move it. Oh, it's harmony. It gives us 5 eggs per minute. And +5 to harpies resolve. Oh, nice. Is it a proximity thing though? I don't know. Very pleased in its presence, perhaps. Oh, it's big. I don't think I should move it down. I think I'll leave it where it is for now. Anyway, we need to build some aesthetics decorations, whereas that's harmony, isn't it? Harmony. So aesthetic decorations, well, I don't think I can do that at the moment because I haven't got the wood. Let me go ahead and put some harpies on this. We're going to not generate any crops at all. We're able to make some bags, and I'll make packs of provisions with eggs, and then building materials out of wood. I've placed the wrong building, haven't I? I think so. Yes. It was a workstation I was supposed to build. Okay, I was going to build 2 at some point, so that's fine. There's our harpies that are inspired. So this is what I wanted to make in the first place. So this is where we can have... again, we'll have 2 harpies on there. So they're going to make planks out of wood. They're going to make some fabric out of plant fibre, which we can get from the leatherworker... the harvester's camp, which we don't have. So I should probably build one of those too. And we also want to make bricks out of clay. We can get clay. I brought stone with us, but I've not seen any. And there's also pipes, which... well, we're not even going to bother with, really. These, by the way, you can just select what you want to use. So you want to make... you can say, select all 3. So you can say leather and plant fibre and reeds. We're just going to keep it as plant fibre. And we're going to prioritise planks. Actually, do I need to prioritise anything? Yeah, we'll keep it as is. Okay, so they're going to do that. And we're going to have in some... it'd be nice to have some lizard housing, but we don't have the ability to do that. There's the... oh, there we go. So there's the harvester's camp. However, over here is level 2 flax fields, which give a much higher percentage of getting extra things. But I think I want to clear this area first. So we'll put in 1 beaver and 1 of those, and that's it. We can't actually do any building. We've got no people to build. But what I'll do is... how's that? How are we going on with that one? We still can't do that. That one's getting removed. Yep, there we go. So we've only got the pie and the crystallization thing to come back with us. Do we have... which one did I pick? Yeah, cooking steam. We don't have that. Okay, the other order we have is to trade goods. So I need a trading post. I'm going to move this woodcutter's camp a bit further out. And I'm going to put the trading post here. Obviously, it's going to shout at me to say, hey, you've got nowhere to build it. You notice everyone here, they're now having the pie and stuff. I think you can prioritise, yeah? You can favour one. So you can say, I favour harpies, but it's because they've got all access to the jerky and the pie. They'll eat through it and then they'll be really upset. But anyway, because of the difficulty that we're on, I'm not going to be too concerned. So the tea doctor, do I want to rebuild it? If we rebuild it, we can treatment brawling place where they can fulfill their need for treatment, brawling, and a passive effect of vitality. The passive effect intrigues me, and it's not too difficult to rebuild. Trapper's camp, there's no one anywhere, there's nothing nearby, so I'm going to move it around, and I notice there's nothing actually around for it to do anything. So what I'm going to do is just shift down, I'm going to deactivate it. And I think it's time that we maybe... I don't know what it is, but I always prefer to have, like, the the same people working on it. If there's no bonus, we can actually get more people anyway. So we've got, looks to be 2 beavers, 2... Are the salamanders or lizards? Anyway, of those, and then a harpy. I think we're going to probably get a mix. So there we go. So that's getting built. We still don't have the houses, so I'm going to build some more shelter. You can only build within this box here. Sorry, that's not the case. You can build anywhere you want, but they are not going to have a good time of it if they're not within that. I'm going to reduce the woodcutters there, and I'm going to prioritise building towards this other glade. And a trader's turned up. Who is the trader? It is Zorg, quartermaster of the First Dawn Company. Okay, well, I need to have some trade goods. What's this, actually? They've got a Viceroy's Survival Guide. Handy set of notes on how to survive in the wilderness, written by anonymous Viceroy. Increase global food production by 20%. Ooh, I want that. Okay, well, I'm going to sell... Oh, pigment's apparently worth nothing. And everyone's eaten everything. Either that or they're just not bothered. I'm just going to sell what I can. Let's do that. Trade. That means that can be completed. And then pick up that. And that should be enough to do that. There we go. Okay, what have we got for reputation? Alchemist, clother, weaver, and provisioner. Alchemist will give us tea, and I think we can get tea from this, can't we? If we were to rebuild it. 1, 2, 3. Investigate. I don't know if we have the resources. They're just going to try their best. Oh, okay. Actually, stone and sea marrow. Do they have any stone or sea marrow? They do not. Not my concern then. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a small farm because we have a field here. We'll place that in there. We'll then put in the field like so. Ah, oh, darn it. Didn't spin the camera around. It's much better if I move it to this side, right? Yes, indeed. But I need to then chop that. So I'm going to move this out the way. I'm going to move that over here. And I'm going to prioritise just removing those bits. Looks like we've got a couple of other orders. Sacrifice 15 coal at the ancient hearth and 15 wood. That's a very easy thing to do if I had coal. And I don't think I can create coal. Do some trade routes. Can I create coal? Is the question. I don't think so. No. I don't have an oven or a kiln. I could buy coal and do that. Or we could do some trading. I just think resin yield is good. Because we're getting resin from the forest, aren't we? Yes, indeed. And this one is just doing some trading. Extra water skin production. Couple bars. Oh, fuel consumption reduction. I'm going to get that sacrificing. Splendid. Right. What's this one? Install rain engines. We haven't even talked about that. Can I even do it for this settlement? Or... Oh, both of them are terrible if we can't produce rain engines. Hang on. We can... There is what... We can install rain engines. It's not something I wanted to go into, to be honest, for this video, but we can do that. Let's install rain engines, gain stuff, or use it to power rain engines. I guess I'll install rain engines. And I'll install rain engines. Oh, do I have pipes? I've got pipes there. Right, that done. Right, easy enough done. So yeah, basically you can collect rainwater, but there's other, like, things around that you get more water. Essentially, and use to power stuff. But now, actually, with that, that's given us enough stone to crack open this, which is what we're going to do. There is, Forester's Hut, Herbalists, Taverns. I think we're going to go with the Foragers. No, we don't have a Forester's. Forager's Hut? Herbalist Camp? I'm going to sit on that. I want to see what else we find. So we've got 6 workers. I think we can start. Do we want another woodcutter? How are we doing for this? Okay. I want to get a rain collector. Now, I have to be careful with this because you can't shift it once you place the thing. Well, you can, you just have to demolish it. I'll put it more centralised, perhaps. I'll just move that up 1. Actually, I'll move it up so it's there. It's because we're going to have houses opposite, I think. Oh no. I think I'm just overthinking it as always. We don't need to bother with it. Oh, placement. Precise placement. Put it... because where that farm is. But the farm's shifting down, isn't it? I have to remember that. It's going to go there. Whatever. Trade routes. We can do trade routes. Sell some eggs. 4. Send that. And... oh, we don't want to do it in the... no, we don't want to do it now, though, because of the negative... oh, the negative travel cost is only in the next season. Okay. That's actually fine then. So, we've got a filling dish. Porridge production increases. Moving on. Gain a tablet for every 2 completed glade events. Bonuses added retroactively. Expected gain 1. Progress 1 of 2. 1 additional villager. We're going to pick the hidden reward, I think. Yes, we'll pick that. And we have... not the ability to do this. Oh, it's close though. We got the planks. A couple more planks and it'll be well away with that. No, we'll keep hold of that. This, we are going to move up here. And I'm going to ask them to cut down this. I'm then going to build another woodcutter's camp because we can. So those are getting gathered. That's getting built. We're actually halfway through to game completion, which is pretty good. And we're just missing logs, planks, aren't we? We are. Ironically, we can make planks here, which I'll max out. It's interesting that the beavers don't produce planks better, although maybe if we were to make a lumber mill, then they would, but that requires brick. And we don't have that either. So anyway, let's just put the beavers on this job, and... what have we got? That's all right. A couple of seconds really before extra people turn up. And we're chopping that down. We're going to get access to... let's just reduce this. We're going to get more glade events done, you see. Food is going down, which is... that's my main concern, that we've got not much food at all. Hello, a person has arrived. Do you bring with me food? They have all the planks. We're going to get the planks, and we'll trade over, wildfire essence used to make hearths. Is there anything else we can get? 1 of those for the trade. Could get rid of a tablet. They've got loads of wood actually, so we'll get rid of that. Trade over that. What else can we get? Extra flour production, extra clay production. Every quartz production, which we're not actually really doing. Let's get rid of even more wood, shall we? And a bit of resin. Why not? And trade. Wouldn't mind that steel shovels. What's it say for... what's it say for that? So when we open up glades, gain 1 tablet for every 2 completed glade events. Gain 1 tablet. So yeah, I can trade that tablet over, I think. It's worth 8. Then we'll get them shovels. There we go. Okay. Let's see how we get on. Food, though, is definitely a problem. And they don't really have anything. Oh, they've got mushrooms and eggs, actually. I'll take all of the mushrooms and the eggs. Oh, no, I won't. I'll take some of them. Yes. Could send some fibre over. And some even more wood. And all of that. And we'll half that. Right, there's some more food. It's still going down, but it's enough to keep us alright at the moment. This is how we sacrifice stuff. We could sacrifice wood if we need be. There is a farmer, which for whatever reason I'm putting... no, I'm not going to put Oh, I've got the grain and vegetables coming and going. Oh, and whoa! That's a drainage mole. So, we can feed it. And we can feed it. Minus 16 penalty to resolve. Wow. So everybody's going to be very annoyed. However, we gain lots of resources after it. Or we can chase it away with stones. The forest hostility is temporarily increased, but we gain Queen's Grace. And one would argue that it's all about just getting that Queen's Grace. Getting to, in this mode, just get to the top and leg it. I'm just going to pause a second as well. We've got 6 tools. Oh, she hasn't got any tools for sale. Doesn't matter. I'm going to say, can we get this? Oh, if we were to break this open, we gain some cloth and some meats and such. Ah, and there's our tea doctor. If we were to put 3 people on it passively, we gain +1 global resolve every 100 or 200 times any complex food need is fulfilled, which we won't be able to do because we're not really producing any complex food. Let's start gathering some rainwater. And we do have eggs. So I'm going to put that there. Almost certainly we're going to salvage this thing to gain quartz and copper ore. Don't think we really need to rebuild it. I don't want to rip open this. I want to gather that. And we do have some more people. Let's go with them. And we'll assign those guys to get food. We'll also go maybe salvage this. We can have tea, and there's tea and brawling, but you need smelters and an alchemist's hut, which we do not have. We do have some trading to do. We can sell some oil for 3. Not bothered with that. We've got 2 unlocks now. We've got Forager's Camp. Yeah, all that sort of stuff. What have we found in here? It's another flax field. And, oh, sea marrow deposit. We knew one of those was about. And this requires a stonecutter's camp. None of that's in that list. I'm going to re-roll that, you know. And that was probably not... that was probably not very good at all. Let's go with... cooperage. Just make coats if we need to. Druid's hut. Carpenter. Provisioner. We've just ripped one of those down. Go with the smithy. Whatever. Fine. How we're doing here. We're going to be chasing them all off. I think that's done, actually. And the rest of it. Oh yeah, we're on progress 160 of 200 for vitality. Alchemist huts and a cooperage and a smelter. A smelter. Well, I'm going to move this over to here and just cut down some of these trees. And before I forget, because I've been forgetting all this time, 1, 2, 3, 4. What's that going to do? It's going to get this thing to level 2 hearth level. 10% global production speed increase, and resistance to corruption is 150. Not that we're going to really see much of that in this game. Okay, well that's that one done. I'm tempted just to smash this one open. Go on, we'll see what happens. And there's the rains. We could assign people to this. 1, 2, 3. There you go. That's active now. Woodcutter's camp. I'm going to place it over here. Start cutting down wood near this glade. And I was going to say the tea room. That's a shame. You can't actually move. I mean, it is a big building, to be fair. So let's get the pathing over there. Pathing up here. And I'll run it across, just in case. We've got some more stuff here. Oh. Deliver meat. That'll give us 5 lizards. Training gear and chest of coal. Oh, we've got a thing to do that. let's pick that. Trade routes. That's not bad. Complete 6 trade routes. I'm going to pick that. And open or send 2 abandoned caches. Or get have at least 2 hearths upgraded to level 1. We're not getting more than 1 hearth in this game. That's not really what I'm aiming for. So, Harvester's Camp has no deposit nearby. No problem. There's loads of deposits over here. There we go. And I'll run a path to it. Like that. And a new threat. Ancient burial site. We've opened up this area now. We can calm the spirit if we give it pie and incense. Everything will be just fine. Whoa, wow, 5 tablets. We get 5 tablets off it. If we don't do it, spawn 6 blood flowers. I don't even want to figure out what that is. However, if we were just to excavate it, hostility increases by 5% for every 5 fallen trees. I'm going to do that. I know there's fallen trees, but we'll do that. And in the meantime, oh look, I'm sacrificing wood. I'm sacrificing some coal to take the edge off what we're doing. And that also increases our sacrificial level here, which is orders. There's some more selling. And +1 global resolve. Let's pick that. Increasing their resolve. So I can stop burning the wood. We don't need to do that. And we can stop the coal as well. And that's another one of those completed. Reputation point. We've got bakeries. We got rain mills. Druid hut. Don't think it really matters, quite frankly, at this stage of the game. Let's pick a bakery. I'm just waiting for wood. Of all the things, it's wood. So, I guess a lumber mill would be of some benefit. Place it there. Trader's arrived. Hello, trader. What have you got? Ah, right. This is good. They have food, which we are going to buy. All of the advanced stuff, including, we'll have that wood. We're going to trade that over. That's going to do a couple of things. Firstly, it's going to get this going. Yeah. +1 global resolve for every 200 times a complex food need is fulfilled, which by buying these things, like, is it pickled goods? Do our people eat pickled goods? I think, yeah, the lizards do, and as do the beavers. Pickled goods are some of the best goods. Okay, I'll trade all the metal ore because I'm not doing anything with it. And we just got loads of random stuff that I'm just going to ditch. Wow, look at all the provisions we're making. That's fine. Harvesting crops is 25% faster. Insect traps let you get attach insects and feeding on mushrooms. Gain +1 insects every mushroom's captured. And a plantation. I've just got the extra speed. I need to make sure I've got the amber required. Just do a bit of training here for this one. Although we'll get some stuff back anyway. So we're working on excavation. That's going to give us that Queen's Grace. We've got... Do they have any tools, actually? They do not. We've got 6 tools remaining. If we were to send this back to the Citadel, I think that's game over. Well, in a good way, like completion. There's some mushrooms. There's some berries. There's a really big... It's a large drizzlewing nest, which we do have a trapper's camp. So we can probably do that. But I think with what we're doing here, we should be okay. Because there'll be 1 from there plus 75.75. And this is more pie if we were to destroy the granary. Which we'll do. Yeah, it's gonna be in. I might be able to pick whatever. Income tax is done shortly, which is... That'll give us another Queen's Grace. Yeah, basically the game's going to end when these guys bring all this back to the Citadel. Going to give us 20, and there it is. There's game. So, not going to put this down as a big achievement. It was the easiest difficulty, and didn't really fulfill any complex needs. But apparently, I did get a couple of deeds achievements. Call it what you will. Apparently, it's a rare one. So, we can either go further with our creating of villages. We gain 4 reserve embarkation points or gain 5 seal fragments. I'm going to go with the embarkation points because the next time I play, I'm not going to try and close this yet. We've got plenty of time. I'm going to play it on a higher difficulty. Probably just go closer to it and just play it on a higher difficulty just because we can. Let's have a quick look here. This is the main city. We can get some upgrades. Just going to go to deeds first, and most of this is going to give us some experience points. Sometimes it gives you some aesthetics and such. Upgrade-wise, I did not get enough food off that to make any upgrades. By the way, these are the upgrades I've got, and that is all of the other ones in the game. Yep, it's going to take a while for me to get that. There you go. 19.5 hours played. And I've won all 17 games, which tells me that I've been very lucky and I'm running on too low a difficulty. I should run it on higher. But I'm still, like I say, picking up a lot of the game. You can pause this at any point if you want to read all of those modifiers and such. You see the games, they do last quite a bit. It's like an hour, 48 minutes, an hour 16, 42 minutes, 47, 46, 55, an hour and 20 minutes. What was the highest one I did? It was Veteran. An hour and 14 minutes. I finished in year 8. That's really late as far as I can tell. I've heard of some people running on highest difficulty and winning in like the 3rd season, but who knows. Anyway, that's been a bit of the game. Yes. Yes, indeed. So, Against the Storm, a game I completely bounced off several times, but I'm glad that I've progressed on to being able to play it and enjoy it. If you have any tips, comments, suggestions, I'm assuming you're going to leave them in the comments, and it will be very nice reading them. If you want to see more of this sort of thing, then by all means let me know. And as always, hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.